Available now. Link below.
Hold on to your hats, folks, because what we're about to drop will send shockwaves through the halls of the Republican stronghold. Our previous dispatch peeled back the curtain on Paul Singer's dark maneuvers against Trump's run in 2024, courtesy of the eagle-eyed sleuths at Slingshot News. But strap in, because we're diving deeper into a plot that could split the GOP wide open. We're talking about Kevin McCarthy's cozy relationship with the Trump adversary billionaire and a lineup of GOP House members who might as well have resignation stamped on their foreheads. And smack dab in the heart of this web of deceit, a possible betrayer of biblical proportions, Greg Pence, you heard that right, the brother of Mike Pence, possibly the linchpin in this elaborate plot to dismantle the party and ditch Trump for good. As the saga unfolds, one question burns brighter than the rest. In this tangled Game of Thrones, who remains true? Don't go anywhere. My final thought is coming up, and is one you do not want to miss, as the fate of our republic could be at stake. Now, the GOP establishment's relentless efforts to undermine Trump and sabotage our party from within are as dangerous as our nation's resilience on foreign nickel. The U.S. produces zero nickel domestically, depending on imports from countries like Indonesia, often mined destructively by Chinese-backed investments. Now, this exposes us to supply disruptions and price fluctuations. However, companies like Alaska Energy Metals are working to develop the largest domestic nickel deposit responsibly. By supporting American critical metals independence, we can break free from foreign influence and ensure a stable future, just as we must stand united against those seeking to destroy our party. To learn more about how you can support this crucial mission, visit alaskaenergymetals.com today. Now, my friends, the stage was set, the players known, but the plot far thicker than anyone might have guessed. The Republican Party, teetering on the brink with just 218 seats to the Democrats' 213, faces a crisis not from without, but from within. The early departure of the Colorado Representative Ken Buck, followed by the impending resignation of Mike Gallagher, will reduce the GOP's slim majority to a razor-thin 217 seats. Now, this precarious balance places the Republican majority just one retirement away from dissolution, potentially handing over the reins of power to the Democrats and, by extension, Joe Biden. Now, Gallagher's choice to retire after a crucial deadline precludes a timely special election, leaving his seat empty until the 2024 elections. Now, this is a move that Marjorie Taylor Greene, she blasts, suggesting a deliberate scheme to weaken the GOP's hold. Now, this maneuver, underlined by the Supreme Court's ruling on ballot access, signals a dire threat not just to party stability, but to the very candidacy of Donald Trump. Now, the betrayal runs even deeper than we had initially reported. Slingshot News barely scratched the surface when they disclosed Paul Singer's donations to Kevin McCarthy. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Through various PACs and campaign accounts, Singer has funneled over $1.8 million to McCarthy since 2020 alone, as evidenced by these FEC filings. This revelation isn't just about the magnitude of donations. It's about the strategic positioning that it affords Singer within the GOP hierarchy, setting the stage for a Democratic takeover of the House. Now, this maneuvering is not just about removing Trump from the ballot. It's an existential threat to the Republican Party's future. And it doesn't stop with McCarthy. Even the new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has been tainted by Singer's influence. The billionaire, known for his anti-Trump stance, has donated over $280,000 to the NRCC, a PAC controlled by House Republicans and Speaker Johnson. You can see the donations right there on the screen. Now, this financial influence extends Singer's reach into the party's strategic decisions, further endangering Trump's 2024 aspirations in the wake of a Supreme Court ruling that amplifies Congress's power over presidential ballot access. Perhaps the most shocking revelation lies in the potential betrayal from deep within the anti-Trump inner circle. Greg Pence, brother to Mike Pence and a symbol of a deeper feud with Donald Trump, he emerges as a likely candidate for resignation. Now, such a move would not only serve as an act of vengeance, but also align with Singer's aims. Yet aware of the optics, the GOP establishment might choose a less conspicuous figure to carry out this act of sabotage, avoiding direct links to Trump while achieving the same goal, shifting the House's balance of power to the Democrats. Now, this would pave the way for Jamie Raskin's legislation to exclude Trump from the 2024 ballot under the guise of insurrection, moving from the House to the Senate to potentially President Biden's desk for a decisive signature. Here's Jamie Raskin's words.
The Supreme Court punted and said it's up to Congress to act. And so I am working with a number of my colleagues, including Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Eric Swalwell, to revive legislation that we had to set up a process by which we could determine that someone who committed insurrection is disqualified by Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. And the House of Representatives already impeached Donald Trump for participating in insurrection by inciting it. So
now, in our expanded watch list, we spotlight 8 GOP House members whose resignation could tip the scales. Among them are Kay Granger, the seasoned congresswoman of 28 years. Greg Pence, caught between familial loyalty and party allegiance, and younger members like Mike Garcia and Patrick Henry. You can see their names all on the screen. You might want to pause it, zoom in, and write these names down. Take a screenshot, whatever you got to do. This is the list that you need to keep track of. Now, all of these individuals, each under Singer's financial sway. Now, these figures, they represent not just potential vacancies, but pivotal points in a broader strategy to disenfranchise the Republican voter base and undermine Trump's political future. So now, as the saga unfolds, the implications become unmistakable. If Paul Singer and his establishment cohorts can't wrest control from the Republican Party directly, they will resort to subterfuge, pressuring their sponsored representatives to step down. Now, this isn't merely about opposing Trump. It's a calculated demolition of the GOP's influence in Washington, sacrificing party integrity simply for political gain. Now, the story isn't just about political maneuvering. It's a call to action for every American who values their voice in our republic. The undercurrents of this betrayal, they reach deep, threatening not just the outcome of the 2024 election, but the foundational principles of our governance. As we stand on the precipice of a seismic shift in American politics, it is incumbent upon us, the people, to hold these actors to account, ensuring our nation's future isn't dictated by the highest bidder. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is right now. As the 2024 election horizon blazes with the fire of political warfare, the Supreme Court's ruling has thrown a grenade into the usual electoral battlegrounds, signifying that control of Congress isn't just a trophy. It is the detonator for presidential aspirations, particularly Donald Trump's. With the Democrats' fingers itching over the Senate's trigger and the House's loyalty up for grabs, the potential for a dramatic upheaval is palpable. Amidst this chaos, eyes turn to Greg Pence, whose next move could be the most explosive yet. Positioned uniquely by blood and battle lines, his choice embodies more than personal vendetta. It could ignite the fuse for an all-out Republican implosion. Now, this isn't just news. It's a call to arms for every patriot to watch, share, and brace for impact. The battlefield is Congress. The weapons are the votes, and the prize, the future of our republic. So watch closely, folks. This drama is live, and your role in its outcome is more crucial than ever. Hit that share button right now. Do not delay.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.